We're back. Hey, Black Bonnie. Hey, Christine. Welcome you both to the 3B Waxing Show. This is part 2 because I just was off. I was on, and then hey, Yuli, thanks for coming back. I was just on, but we hit the hour mark at Instagram, so I had to end it and then come back on. But I will catch you up on what is going on. So, if you're just joining, coming back, thank you. We are talking about why you need to have retail right now, and then what you need to get started. Hey, Bozy Bar, welcome back. Thanks for coming back. So, we talked about why. We went into the reasons why, and then we're talking about what you need. We're going over the last 2 of what you need to retail. Hey, Dream Doll Bar, welcome. Welcome to the 3B Waxing Show. The Real. Welcome to the 3B Waxing Show. So a lot of you guys are just new coming in because we were just on live for an hour and I talked about a lot of this stuff. So after this live, go and check out the beginning part of the live, because I was on an hour talking about why you need to retail, and we're just finishing up what you need to retail. So definitely get your notepad out. Hey, Glow Skin Aesthetics, welcome to the 3B Waxing Show. Thanks for joining. So I'm going to recap a little bit for those of you just joined. Thanks for your patience, those who've been, watching. Let me just introduce myself for a second, because I know there's some new faces. Welcome to the 3B Waxing Show. Welcome to the 3B Waxing Show. And so you remember, welcome to the 3B Waxing Show. I broadcast I'm Becca. I'm your pro waxer and skin therapist since 2010. I help people remove unwanted hair, acne, discoloration, and ingrowns through chemical pills and full body waxing. I have my own product line, which is my acne and ingrown pads and my fruit enzyme pads that have been sold in the US, the UK, Canada, and the UAE. I also help estheticians start their own product line, start their own salon suite, help them attract clients, and help them improve their wax technique. So today we're talking about why you need to retail and stuff because of what is going on. I go live for the 3B Waxing Show Tuesday through Friday. Tuesdays are about product information and ingredients to help you be a smart consumer when you're picking out products. That video, thanks to the hearts, that video is slowly being downloaded to YouTube. It's struggling a little bit. Wednesdays are about esthetician education. I was going to talk about Priceless. That was my plan last week, to talk this week about Priceless. But with what way things are going, and because I've talked to a lot of estheticians in the past few days about, not having retail, not really having an email list, I was like, this is probably something I need to mention. I also know that this does help other business owners, get things in order. Now we have time. So if you do not have retail, this is a good time to start retailing. Thursdays are Q&A. So I will be on here tomorrow doing Q&A. And then on Friday, I will be talking about waxing. And I forget what the topic will be, but it's like, I can't remember, honestly. There's just so much on my mind. I'm not going to try to remember it. But if you do want to stay connected with me, you can grab I've created like a free PDF that is called Attract Clients. It has all the things I do to attract clients. You can click the link in the bio. It's the last button, and then it's the first button. It's a good thing to look at and work on, since now a lot of us just have time. Okay. So, and if this information can help someone especially a business owner or an esthetician who is having to close down, send over this live to them. I greatly appreciate it, and it will be very helpful. So just to recap, again, check out the video when you get a chance after this, because it goes into more depth, but I will recap real quick. Why you want to retail. We talked about the current situation, emergencies in general. If all you're doing is counting on the money that's coming in from touching people and, servicing people, then when things like this happen, your money stops and you really can't afford that. Like, none of us can afford that, really. We need to be getting paid all the time. Number 2, it's extra income without adding services. So if you are doing services, adding on products is a good way to increase your income without using so much time. Like we gave the example, if you come in for a Brazilian and then you get some pads, that now is $100 ticket, and I didn't have to do any extra work right then and there. The third thing we talked about was the beauty and benefits of having your own product, your own brand. I've helped so many estheticians start their own product line. That is something I'm very good at. And have their own brand on something. It just creates brand loyalty, and then people have to come to you for your product. So you create, lifelong clients and customers. Number 4, we talked about it being easy. And that was in relation to drop shipping. So I've been doing some drop shipping orders this week because I drop ship SkinScript and PCA products. If you do not want to buy inventory and you just are like, I don't want to buy all that, I just want to drop ship, you can do that. And you can be making money while you're at home. Like, you can sell a serum and, make $50, and all you did was, give your client the payment processor information like we talked about, and then call up PCA or whoever you drop ship with and let them know, hey, this needs to be shipped. They'll give you the tracking information once it's shipped, and then you give it to your client and you're done. The last thing we talked about for why you need to retail is you're helping your clients with the results at home. This is our responsibility, is if we are giving our clients, these services with high-end ingredients and all the stuff that they need, we should be giving them at-home routines and at-home information, and then stuff they can use at home to increase their results and get them to their goal. So we should be doing that anyways, but that is how retail helps. So at this time of crisis, we need to be thinking of what our clients need at this moment. Like, part of me has really thought about this, and this is just a side note. I haven't even brought this up to anyone but my husband. But I've thought about, because I know I have a full book tomorrow. Not a full book, I have like 2 spots open, but I don't think I'm going to be able to stay open, honestly. And I think I'm going to have to email people tonight or really soon. And so I thought would be a good idea is to do something where I can help. Like, say you're coming in for Brazilian, I'd be like, okay, you can't come in, purchase this on Amazon, and then I'll teach your partner how to wax you. How many of y'all's partners would wax you? Or if you would wax your partner? Let me know. It's just a side. It's a side note. Like, would you wax your partner if somebody was showing you how to do it? Because my thinking is, I'm a wax trainer. I've been a regional trainer. I've helped so many people go from not waxing to getting really good at waxing. I could do this. Like, maybe you guys can make it a romantic. Like, if you needed a Brazilian and it was like a romantic, you had something going on, you could be like, okay, I need you to wax my Brazilian. I don't know if people would be into that, but that's what I've thought about. That's just a side note. I would wax him in a heartbeat, but he won't let me. You sound like me and my husband. Husband, well, okay, first of all, he will let me wax. But the question is, would you let him wax you? Because my husband lets me wax him. Some things I can't wax. But would you let him wax you? No, she said no. So I would teach people how to have their husband wax them. My husband did it to me years ago. Let's just say I cursed a lot, but training while coaching a person how to, I think it could be done with the right mindset. Yes. Okay, I like that you said the right mindset. So that is my idea of like, okay, you know, maybe I can teach husbands to wax, you know, their wives, or boyfriends to wax their girlfriends. Because you got to think about it, like, at least from my point of view, people are about to get really hairy if we are for real quarantined for a long time. So I'm like, what would you do? And on Amazon, you can, because I had to do this recently. I was in Arizona and I didn't bring my stuff because I took the bus. And my sister was like, I need to get waxed. So I was like, well, just order something on Amazon. She ordered it in a day. And I was like, this would be perfect. So we wind up waxing her. The only thing, I have to think of the logistics of it, because the wax that came with it, I didn't like. But anyways, that's just a side note. But, okay. So those are the things we talked about for why retailing. For what you need, this is what we talked about. And again, this is just scraping the surface of what we talked about. You can definitely check out the other one. It's scary. I'm in the middle. Everyone to cancel, and you came on the screen, so I'm taking a break. This is great. Thank you. I'm glad this is helpful. Yes, it is. It can be scary, but you know, this is why I'm doing this for retail. Talking about retail is because we all can make money at home. We all can retail as estheticians. Like, we should be doing it anyways. Like, anyways, when you wake up or throughout the week, you should be getting retail orders. And if not, that's fine. Now this is a good time to be like, okay, we need to get on it. We need to do this. So it's good. You know, it is scary, but we're just finding solutions on what to do. So we talked about payment processor. So if you are starting out, I said Cash App and Venmo are okay for starting out. Gumroad is you can use that. That one takes a percentage out, or you have to pay a monthly fee for it. Gumroad I use for my digital products and I think I have it set up for one physical product. It does take a percentage out. I do use Squarespace. Squarespace, I pay year round. It's around 140 something or 170. I couldn't remember the number. It's one something. It comes every year. I started using it when I first started. I knew I was going to sell product. I knew I wanted a website. It has a lot of benefits to it. If you're going to set up product on Squarespace, I think it's unlimited because I have PCA products on there, Skin Script products, my 3B waxing products. When I was selling lotion bars, I have them on there. You can put your picture of them on there, and then you have other pictures. Like, I have a review, which I gotta put more reviews up there. Hence quarantine, I'll be doing more stuff online. I'll be catching up, honestly. But you know, you can put different pictures on there. You can put descriptions. You can actually do add-ons. So it may not be the best thing to start out with in the beginning, but it definitely, from my perspective, it's been really helpful. It's been really useful. Then we talked about email lists. Every esthetician should be utilizing their email list before today And now, since this is going on, you want to continue to email your list. We talked about how if you haven't been collecting the emails, or if you haven't been emailing them, go through your consultation forms and pick out the email, and then just be like, hey, I'm now emailing clients, da 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 da. Just reminding, is it okay if I email you with skin tips and things that you can do at home to improve your skin or improve your wax and those kind of things? Because you always want to add value, and you want to be of value. You don't want to be just always selling. We talked a lot about communicating. That's all selling really is communicating. And then we talked about using your voice, personality / telling your story. So I talked about how I type like I talk. And so a lot of times when clients come in, they'll say, I heard your voice when you were saying that. Or they'll be like, it's so funny, I could imagine you saying that. And I was like, good, that's good. That's the point. Then for the systems for email lists, we talked about MailChimp and ConvertKit. If you were just starting, MailChimp is great. It's a little harder to work with, but I do think it is good to start out with. I use both just because I have 3 different groups of people that I serve, and then there's subgroups in between those groups. But MailChimp is good, and then ConvertKit. ConvertKit, though, you do pay starting out. MailChimp, you don't pay until you've hit 2,000 subscribers. Number 3, we talked about social media. I explained my story of that is how I've been able to serve people out of the country. I think Yuli had a great question about international shipping. That's in the other video, but that is how I've able to send my products to Canada, the UAE, the UK, and but social media has also gotten me clients in the US. But posting, going live, and right now people are looking at their phones. They're looking for, they're needing entertainment. I mean, I was talking with my husband. I was saying, like, there are people who, don't like spending time with their significant other. They want, they're quarantined with them. Thankfully, I'm obsessed with my husband. So I'm really happy about this quarantine, even though he works from home. But, yeah, so like they need things to do. They need to they'll be on their phone or be doing, other things. So you want to be there and providing. I know memes do really well for, I would say esthetician in general, because the esthetician I know who do memes, they have like a lot of engagement on those. So I know memes do well, but also information about different things. How I've done very well is when I first started doing Instagram. One of my clients, and she's one of my friends, she actually was on here on the other live. We sat down and looked at how many people were coming in from social media, and the amount was 33%. And it's because when I first started, I would just repost things and I would just say what I was thinking. Like, if somebody came in and was like, oh, I haven't been in such a long time, this is gonna hurt, da, da. I was like, yeah, it's because your cycles, da, da, da. And then I would just say that, like what I said to them. And so information helps a lot. Hey Taze, welcome to the 3B Waxing Show. Welcome. Hopefully you'll catch up. I was just recapping. So the next thing that I want to talk about what you need to really retail your products, especially at a time like this, is you need to have good pictures. And I was saying how my business coach had told me, you need to really, get some nice pictures of your product. Hey, Modest Aesthetics. Welcome to the 3B Waxing Show. And so, I had some good pictures, but recently I did like a little photo shoot in my salon, and it really made a difference. So I'll talk about a few times I've done photo shoots. So before last year, I also had a different type of exfoliating pads. These are the new ones, new and improved. But I did a photo shoot with a photographer, and we did a Christmas photo shoot. It's great. The pictures are great. I actually have the I'll have to show you another time. I have it in the house because I just moved out of my old salon. And you know, the pictures really do matter. And so I would get a lot of sales from that, but I could only use it in Christmas time. So if you are thinking about doing like uh themed photo shoots with your products, you know, have those, but also have some other ones because I can only pull those out during Christmas. I mean, I could say Christmas in July, but I'm just not going to do that. That's just not me. Thanks for the hearts. Some ways to take good pictures, and this is what worked for me, and people have really been liking it, is that I had like those fake flowers from the dollar store, and I put them next to this, and I actually put it on top of this too in a few of them, and just did like angled it where you could see only the marble, and it was good. And then I had a chair in the salon. What did I do with that chair? Oh, we threw it out. Okay, my mind jumped. I had a chair in the salon that like had a beige background. So if you look through my pictures on my feed, you'll see that I just, you know, it looks really nice, but it's very basic. Like, you can, you know, do a nice photo shoot. Especially if you have a good camera on your phone, or someone you know has a good camera, you can really get some good shots. And I would say get some like 10 quality shots. If you can do more products, that's great. Right now I've been focusing on the pads, but 10 quality shots will do me a good month's worth of content, because I don't just post the pads. I post, you know, exfoliating tips and stuff like that, but good pictures. Video is one other thing I want to talk about. So let me just put quality, and then I'll put variety, and then video. So when I first had my pads, a lot of people, like my friends with my first pads, like my clients who were like really close to me, they would do videos of them using it and that kind of stuff, and I would post it. And I just recently had someone do a video on their story telling people to purchase. Well, they were just talking about what they do, but I got, you know, people purchasing from that, and I got content. So video is really good of people using it. If it's like you doing somebody's like facial and having the product, that's good content. I mean, there's so many things you can do, and then especially if you are quarantined, for sure, then you can really just go all out with videos and get creative. So yeah, so this is that one. Any questions about pictures? And again, if you want to screenshot this, you can, and then when you edit it in your thing, you can flip it so it's readable. I'm 90% sure that makes it readable if you don't feel like writing notes. Any questions about that so far? I'm going to go over the last one, and then we'll open questions about the whole thing, and then the special offer, which I'm just going to say it now because while I'm remembering. So I've had a few estheticians talking to me in my DMs, and this whole process has been like, okay, I need to have my own product line, or I have the time now to focus on it. So if you've been following me for a while, I used to have that product line ebook. It had the lab that I used to use with my old pads, and then it had, you know, the steps. Well, I stopped using that lab for personal reasons, and then I found a new lab. But what I really, because what I really wanted to teach people is because I was giving them the lab. If I change labs, I noticed that sometimes people get a little lost, like, oh, I don't know what to do anymore. So I was like, what I want to do is focus on teaching people how to, the whole process of figuring out what you want, figuring out what your clients want, coming up with ingredient or knowing what ingredients you need to have, just going through that process rather than, okay, here's the lab. No, here's how to find the lab. So in January, I created, hey, welcome back, Kendra. Welcome back to the 3B Waxing Show. I created a video course. Not a video, I would say course, video class. And I was selling it for $20.20 because I just opened it. And then I was talking to somebody in my DMs just recently, and she was telling me, you know, what was kind of going on as an esthetician on her end, like what was happening. And so I was like, oh, you know, I can discount it for you. And I was like, actually, you gave me an idea. So it's a video class, not a full-on course, of the steps to take to start your own product line. So it goes into the steps and what you need to do. So like, you know, just basically how to get from zero to having products. Because I noticed that people kind of just need that, what do you do next? Kind of thing. So I'm offering that. I don't know how long I'm doing this, probably because we don't know how long we're going to be in this situation. But I'm doing it for $10. So if you want that, you can always DM me because it's not set up on Square. It's not set up on Squarespace or Gumroad. Just DM me and you can send me the link. Actually, I took Cash App the other day, so I can send you whatever, and then I can give you that video course. So that's what's going on now. So it's $10 right now because I know it's kind of a crazy time. And then I also plan on doing my Pick My Brain one-on-one sessions for a lower cost, but I don't know how much I'm going to do it for. And I got to figure that out. So I will be emailing that attract clients list. I just don't know how much it's going to be because I know some people are looking for, welcome to the 3B Waxing Show 09144. Welcome. I know some people are, you know, needing help with setting up their email list, scheduling their emails, setting up their social media, and those kind of things. And I can, you know, I can actually help you and write out emails and get them set up in MailChimp and stuff. But I just don't know how to price it right now. Like how to offer a discount, but make it, you know, so it makes sense. So if you're on my email list, you'll get that eventually as things go on. Because I still got to contact clients that I have on the books for all this weekend. Okay, so the last one. Now, this is something that I need to get better at, and I'm actually getting better at as we speak, because I've been getting DMs and stuff, and I've been asking people, hey, can I share this as a review and screenshotting it? So I have a bunch of screenshots in my phone. Reviews, and this is not necessary because I was able to sell a lot of exfoliating pads even when nobody tried them, because and this is something I teach in the video class, is if you don't have the money right now to purchase products, then you need a pre-sale. And you could actually start a product line. Like, thinking about it, since I've done it 2 times, I'm used to it. But if you want to start a product line during this whole quarantine thing, and you are say you're already consistent with emailing your list, you could really, talk about ingredients, send emails about ingredients, then talk to people about, hey Bryce, welcome to the 3B Waxing Show. You could talk to people about what you want to create. If you've been hearing them say they wanted a certain type of product, you could pre-sell it and then have it out, get the money for it, and then have it out after the quarantine, really. But anyways, reviews. So welcome, I am Candy Cakes. Welcome to the 3B Waxing Show. Just to fill you in, we're talking about today is esthetician education because it is Wednesday. And I'm talking about why you need a retail. I decided to talk about this subject mostly because of what's going on. Because originally we were supposed to talk about priceless. And then we're talking about what you need to set that up. Tomorrow will be Q&A about waxing, skincare, and esthetician education. And then Friday will be information about waxing. And I can't remember the subject. It's on my feed, though, what we'll be talking about. Because I can't remember. I know it has something to do with hair growth cycles. Probably just explaining hair growth cycles again. For those of you new, needing to understand why it's important and how to get the best wax. But the last one I want to talk about is reviews. And so when I first started with the first exfoliating pads, I didn't have any reviews. And I actually remember today who was the first person who bought it. It was a girl that I used to work with. And as soon as I made the post about, I'm going to have a product line, I'm doing a pre-sale, she was like, hey, what's the link? I want to buy it. And she knew me. So a lot of your clients already know you, so that helps. But I talked a lot about the ingredients. So she didn't know, much about the product except for I knew it was in pad form. I knew what ingredients I wanted and the benefits of them. And I had a story behind it. So if you don't have reviews, you can retail your products by having a story behind why you are creating this product or why you're trying to help people. You have information on the ingredients and how they help people. I know I recently just did a live and I have it in the 20 ways to help. Hey, Love, Lila, y'all, please give me some grace with these names. Welcome to the 3B Waxing Show, because it's sideways. That's what I'm going to say. But please give me some grace. But welcome. Thanks for joining. Welcome, Shocks. Welcome to the 3B Waxing Show. So we're talking about retailing, and if you don't have reviews to put up about your product, and this is something I teach in the 20 ways to be the best at your job after esthetician school / dominate the industry, is pick 3 ingredients of a product, and then pick 3 benefits of that ingredient that will help. And that's a good way to just retail in general. And then also, if you're sitting there if I sit with you and tell you, lactic acid is going to help moisturize your skin, salicylic is going to draw out bacteria and dissolve the oil, and then glycolic is going to eat away at the dead skin cells, you may not know all that, like, I didn't know, or you knew some of it, but you're more likely to be interested or want to purchase if I mention those things that can help you. Hey, Admire. Welcome to the 3B Waxing Show. Reviews. When I first started, I got Facebook reviews. So, people who've purchased your product, you could say, I've done this more for services, but you can do this for product, because I've had people talk about my product on Facebook. I've also had, so Facebook's one. I've also had a client document their process, and I really need people to do this more now. People are doing it, more, and it's because I've been talking about it more, but I had a client document her progress with her skin, and I was able to make a video from it. So it's somewhere on my feed. I'll probably bring it back. And then I could break up the pictures into before and after pictures. DMs that you get from people of like, this is great. Ask, hey, can I use this as a review to post? Most people say yes. No one's told me no. Most people just say, can you not put my name in it, please? And I'm like, okay. Um, this is one I need to do more of. I get so many compliments on my products in the salon, but I don't ask, oh, hey, can I do a video with you saying that? Um, do an on-spot video of products. So you guys may have clients who are at home right now, and you're at home, and you know that they have really benefited. They told you before, hey, I love your product, or this that I bought from you has done me really well. You can just send them a little email. Hey, I know that you really liked blah, 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 blah. I'm looking to improve, or I'm looking to get more reviews up because I'm focusing on retailing while we're quarantined. I mean, just be honest. Would you be interested in making a video for me about with yourself in it, saying how much you love the product and stuff like that? Just an honest review. I'd be happy to give you something you want to give them for it, because I've found that people will do it on their own, but you'll get more if you give an incentive. I've just learned that. You'll get a lot faster too. So here is what we got for reviews. Facebook, have them document any DMs you get, and then video. What did I say? Video of products. But if you don't have reviews yet, don't worry. Just use ingredients. So any questions? And again, this is part 2 of today's topic of why you need to retail and what you need to retail, because we did pass the hour on Instagram, but I'm going to leave both up. And any questions? I'm going to introduce myself again, reset, and then I will also talk about that offer. So welcome to the 3B Waxing Show. Welcome to the 3B Waxing Show. Welcome to the 3B Waxing Show. Thank you for those who are joining, who stayed. Thank you for those catching the replay. I'm Becca, your pro waxer and skin therapist since 2010. I help people remove unwanted hair, acne, discoloration, and ingrowns through chemical peels and full body waxing. I have my own product line, which is my exfoliating pads, which are my acne and ingrown pads. They're here. And my fruit enzyme pads, which are chemical exfoliants, so they're good for sensitive skin, and they can be used on the face and body. I also help estheticians start their own product line, start their own salon suite, help them attract clients, and then help them improve their waxing technique. I go live from Tuesday through Friday doing the 3B Waxing Show. I may up it with what's going on. It just depends on how things go. But on Tuesdays, I talk about products and ingredients. This is to help you, really understand ingredients. And so you're making more educated decisions when you are picking out products for yourself. On Wednesdays, I do esthetician education. So that's what today is. We're talking about how to retail and what you need to start retailing. Because we're in a time where a lot of salons and estheticians have to shut down their practices. Thursdays are Q&A about waxing, skincare, business, all that good stuff. And then Fridays are about waxing strictly. So the topic for this Friday, it's something to do with hair growth cycles. I know that. Oh no, I know I was going to talk about hair cycles. I know what it is. It's about how hormones affect hair growth cycles. I didn't remember. Okay. We're good. Okay, if you want to stay connected with me, you're an esthetician and you want to stay connected, know when I go live, any of the products that I offer, when I'm doing sales and stuff like that, because I am doing a sale right now, then you can click the link in the bio, go to the last button. It's for professionals, and then click the first button after that. And it's a free guide on how to attract clients. That will also put you on the list to know when I go live, and then when I have products for sale. So right now I'm doing a special because this is a time where, I know estheticians have time because they're quarantined and have to shut down, and then they are looking for other ways to make money. So I have put my product video class on sale for $10, so you can grab that. You can DM me because you're not going to find it on any of my courses or anything. You can DM me, and then I can send you the PayPal link, or you can Cash App me, whatever works for you for this. And then I will send you the link to that video, and that will help you know the steps to do to get your own product line, because I have a feeling that a lot of estheticians are going to after this is over really start taking serious having their own product line, because or even just retailing. So if you just want to retail and don't want to start your own product line, then that video class isn't for you. But if I really want to have my own product line eventually, I just don't know where to start, then the video class would be for you. And I think a lot of estheticians are going to start thinking about that, because in case emergencies happen like this, or just emergencies in general, you still have income coming in. So that is a beauty of it. And then you can also still help your clients and have them remember you and have brand loyalty. So there's just a lot of things that are beneficial of having your own product line. And then now that you have the time to do research, it's just a good time to kind of like be in study mode, basically. I love study mode. I love wearing gray sweatpants and going to the library. Now I just am at home doing it, but So so that is what I have to offer. I try to do an offer every live as much as possible. So I am leaving this up because I hope it is valuable to you. This is part 2. So there are 2 videos. I know I've said that multiple times, but just so you know, you can go back and check the other video. And I will be on live tomorrow. Tomorrow is Thursday, so it will be Q&A. Any questions that I can think of right now that would be helpful to estheticians? I'm not thinking of any. We had some good ones, so if you want to go back and look at any questions, go ahead, check that out. But I just hope you guys have a blessed day. Hey, Pinky Poo, welcome to the 3B Waxing Show. I'm actually finishing up, but today's lesson was why retailing, and then what you need. So that was today's lesson. And then, one thing I do want to say before I get off, I have to email it once I figure it out, but I do one-on-one sessions with estheticians. So they're calls, but they can also be video calls. And like an example, I offered an esthetician we could do a video call where she has wax and sticks and I have wax and sticks, and she can show me how she does a wax lip, and I can tell her what she needs to correct and then show her how to properly do it and help her with that. So the Pick My Brain calls and one-on-ones aren't just, us talking. It can be, if visual, I guess. There's other things we can do as well, as if you need to set up your MailChimp like we talked about today, I can help you with that. Setting up product descriptions or going over ingredients so you can remember, and going over how to retail while you're with clients. That's one thing I'm very good at. I've also been trained in that because that's what I've done for companies. So those are what you can do with a Pick My Brain call. But what I was going to say is that I am going to offer them at a lower rate right now. I just got to figure that out. So if you are on the email list, definitely look out for that email. So have a blessed Wednesday, and I will see you tomorrow.